more than ever. And when we say DCTs, we're talking about a few variations of what that can look like. And that means you can have a fully decentralized trial or a hybridized trial where parts are decentralized. And that's the space where the decentralized components are most important, whether it's use of home visits, which is what our company provides, or any type of device that would allow access to trials more efficiently and effectively for participants. Those are the types of components from DCTs which are really enabling trials across the country and across the globe. Deliberately and with purpose. We've acquired a company, Invenio Research, a separate company, CTS, out of the Netherlands. And all of these acquisitions and our efforts are to really bridge gaps, right? And to allow more access from that perspective as well. So what we're doing to harmonize is bring different elements that really create a patient journey from community outreach before there's even a trial to last patient, last visit, where we're going to be with that patient as the protocol allows for a home visit, see that patient at the very end of the trial as well. So we're trying to stitch all of that together to create a very accommodating patient journey that allows us to execute clinical protocols with precision. What we're talking about is access to populations who need access to clinical trials. And so the global demand, we've seen the FDA speak to diversity and inclusion necessary for trials to be successful and to see that type of data at the end of trials. So what we do to support sponsors' need for that access to populations is we'll partner very early. And we're fortunate our company operates in over 70 countries. So we're ready and able to provide that type of value when it's necessary. And accessing different populations, more critical than ever. Recently I gave an interview, we spoke about Pakistan and the need for clinical trials in Pakistan. So we're starting to have conversations about countries that may be building infrastructure to clinical research, but we're actively a part of those conversations. So at PCM Trials, what we're doing is we're being proactive and we're trying to consult and provide avenues for our sponsors to really be successful in achieving their goals for inclusion and access to various populations. Back end is heavy in logistics and making sure everything gets to the right place at the right time, ensuring that if we're conducting a home visit, that we're able to find and allocate and assign a nurse to a trial participant in the right amount of time, executed perfectly in line with the clinical protocol, various lab manuals, pharmacy manuals. So the execution really exists before you even get to that visit, or if we're doing community outreach, making sure that the right pieces are there. We're talking about having temperature controlled shipments for blood draws, for example, and needing a variety of requirements to accommodate the really complicated nature of clinical research. That's the part of DCTs that I think, we're elevating, and we're certainly providing innovative solutions to address some of those logistical challenges. The relationship a principal investigator has with their patient, their participant within a trial, is above everything else, right? And so bringing PIs, site staff on the journey to show the value that can be provided, even it's just the option for certain DCT components, right? The optionality is really important to participants all over the world. So bringing sites on that journey of optionality and presenting it in a way of, we're not mandating DCT components necessarily, there's optionality for you and for the trial participant under your direction and under your care to let us know if that is feasible for that particular participant. So the site adoption, you have folks in any industry that innovate faster and adopt faster, but there's a balance to that. And being risk averse is very critical in our industry. So acknowledging the risk averse nature of our industry and how important it is to measure risks appropriately, those conversations have to be at the forefront when we're conducting discussions about this. Let's highlight the very valid questions that you have, and let's address those with data, with support, and with case studies.